Hey, what's up, everybody? My last video, when I talked about how why jobs suck, it really got a lot of good response. I had a lot of people emailing me, so I want to share with you guys something else. I wrote a post on my website, and I want to share it to everybody. And I'm a little late getting this out. I've been working on something really cool for my members that I'll be rolling out on this channel as well. So please stay tuned for that. But this was something as I came into the industry, I started noticing some things about kind of leaving this old sort of job mentality behind and coming into the business mentality. And I know it's a big struggle for a lot of people. So if I can share kind of what I went through, it may help you in some regard with the transition as well. If you're looking at something like this and you're thinking about getting involved with online marketing and going that route. Okay, so when I was writing this, a lot of things really kind of jumped out of my mind about, what it's like having a job and what it's like having an online business. Because if you guys know about me, I had a lot of different jobs before I got into online marketing. I did everything from, I think my first job out of college, I have actually have two college degrees. I have a degree in psychology and I have a degree in education. And my first job out of college was working at a mental health center as a case manager, and that's the subject of a whole different different longer video. But after that I got into after that I actually welded about 12 16 hours a day for an entire year. Did not see the sun come up for an entire year. After that, went back and took some classes in the summer of 1 year after that, and did got my teaching license and finished a teaching degree and started teaching school. And that's all a big subject of another long video. But in all those different types of jobs, there's something that I've noticed certain qualities that might help resonate with you. So if you're thinking about making a switch or maybe getting involved in online marketing or getting involved in an opportunity, this will really kind of help you. Okay, but let me just read some of these right here. Now the job, okay. In a job, we most often have these types of things, and I'm going to share some sort of personal stuff with you guys so it'll make more sense, okay. Now with a job, and people know that if you have a job, you know that this is true, okay. You have to wake up at a set time each day and be at your job each day, usually at 8 a.m. This is very true. In my case, when I used to weld, our day got started at 6 a.m. and we usually got off at 6 p.m. At night. Like I say, you have a set time that you have to be there, and your life is held to that job for that certain amount of time each day. That is true of all kinds of jobs out there, no matter what industry that you're in, and that's always something that kind of really got on my nerves. I remember waking up a lot of times and I didn't want to go to work and just holding my head in my hands, just for a lot of different reasons, but just getting up early, not being able to stay up late, not being able to do what you want to do each day. It was a real drag, and that's where the wheels started turning to learn how to do things differently. Okay. Now, in a job, you're either paid a set salary or a set wage. Most of the times you are paid the same amount, no matter how hard you work, versus just going through the motions. I remember when I had all the different jobs I had, you had people that worked there that just went through the motions, and they got paid, and you had people that worked really, really hard and usually did other people's jobs for them, and they got paid the same amount. That's something that always really kind of got under my skin about a job. You have people that are lazy and do not care, and you have people that really work hard, and they're not rewarded anymore for working harder at the job. Very seldomly, in some case, maybe a promotion or something like that, but usually that's just more stress on top of the stress that you already have at a job. So, paying a set amount of money and not being rewarded anymore for working harder was something that always really kind of irked me, got under my skin about a job. Okay, now here's a big one. It was always a big one for me. You can't pick who you work with. You're at the mercy of who you work with. This can be a great thing or a really terrible, miserable thing to experience each day. one of the worst jobs I ever had was working in as a case manager. And that was a horrible, horrible job. I saw horrible stuff each and every day. But the people that I worked with were really, really great people, and that made that job bearable. Okay, but on the other hand, I had when I got in the education industry, excuse me, I worked with very, very miserable people, and they had nothing to do each day than try to cause drama or make a scene or cause gossip and try to make other people's lives miserable at that in that industry. Okay, but you can't pick who you work with, and most oftentimes this is a very troublesome reality with the job job. Okay, usually only get 1 to 2 weeks of vacation a year. Some people do not get any vacations. Okay, you usually work for that 1 week of vacation and usually travel that 1 week out of the year. Very, very true of most jobs. Most everybody works a job usually takes a week of vacation in the summer with their family, and that's about it. That's what you got to look forward to. Do that every year for 30, 40 years until you retire, and then you retire, and then you're dead. Okay, that's sort of, if you have a job, I'm not taking a shot at you or anything like that, but that's just really kind of the reality of how most jobs are. You are at the mercy of a boss. Okay, you are told what to do by someone who can be a complete jerk or be pretty decent. A lot of people have good bosses, but always you're at the mercy of this individual telling you what to do and how to do it. I remember most jobs that I had, I really had a lot of great ideas about how to do things faster, how to do things quicker, how to set systems up, how to, but would benefit everybody. And that was kind of frowned upon because I was sort of making people look bad in higher positions and everything like that. Every job that I had, that was always the same sort of issue, but you are at the mercy, and that your boss may be in a bad mood one day or whatever, and taking it out on the people that work there. I mean, just you're at the mercy of those kinds of things. And I made a decision that I was never going to be at the mercy of somebody telling me what to do, or some jerk that's having a bad day going to take it out on people or try to take it out on you or whatever. I really got fed up with that very, very quickly. Okay, you can be fired at any time for any reason, or being downsized for any reason, anytime. You're completely at the mercy of the company you work for and the decisions that they make. I remember when I was welding for an elevator manufacturer, we were being threatened every single week that we were going to be let go, we were going to be downsized. If we didn't produce a certain amount of money each week, our department was going to be downsized. This is kind of used to threaten people to work harder and harder and harder, and then they fire the people anyway, or then they downsize anyway. You are just, I hate to break this to a lot of people, but you are just a number to that company. You can be replaced by some other person that's just begging and dying to get a job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can be fired at any time for any reason. You have to realize that about a job. And it's a very harsh reality, but that's something that clicked with me, and I found it to be very, very true. Now, I don't want this to be a depressing video by any means, but this is just what I found out to be very true about giving your life away, or your having a job and that sort of mentality. Now, on the other hand, let me share with you. Now, I'm not just talking about this opportunity whatsoever. I'm talking about any sort of online opportunity and the mentality of that. Okay. Now, here's what you can do with an online business if you work hard, if you are successful. Here's a news flash, guys. Not everybody that gets involved in this industry is successful. And a lot of people, for some reason, try to complicate things, do not follow directions, do not listen to what their sponsor tells them. And I don't want to say a lot of people, but some people are just like that and make up every excuse in the book instead of just taking action. Okay, but if you are teachable, if you are coachable, you can have these qualities in your life, because I do, and a lot of other people are just like me, and it's easier now to do it than it ever was. Okay, now think about this and think if you would like this, because if you agree to these right here, you are an entrepreneur. So listen up. You wake up whenever you want to. Okay, now myself personally, I have not had an alarm clock in 5 years. I wake up exactly when my body tells me to wake up. Some days that might be 10:30 a.m. That some days it might be 11 a.m. Might be 12 p.m. Maybe 1 p.m. Whenever my body tells me to wake up, I'll wake up. It's an amazing feeling, and it's so great for your health to be able to wake up when you want to. Okay, I am paid based on how hard I work my business. Now, this is something that when people do get involved in the online marketing industry, they don't get this. You are paid based on how hard you work. This is true for any business, online, offline, whatever. You can give yourself a raise anytime you want by working harder, improving, getting better, or helping your members. Okay, that's how this sort of online network marketing industry works. You can give yourself a raise anytime by working and working harder. Versus at a job where you work harder and harder and harder to get better, and they're going to pay you the same amount. What's cool about this is if you work harder, your advertising gets better, you learn, you become a better marketer, you're giving yourself a raise, you're getting paid more and more, you're dominating for your opportunity, you're somebody in the industry that everybody's running to get signed up with. That's what's really, really cool about this online marketing, in my opinion. Okay. Now, in contrast to up above, I choose the type of people that I attract to my business and who I want to work with and build my business with. I have referred thousands just about every country you can think of, and all these people are like me and want more time freedom and produce income in a better way. This is what's really cool about online marketing. When you get good at online marketing, you can attract the right kind of people. Now, you can also attract the wrong kind of people. If you're putting out there hype and garbage and tell everybody they're going to make a gajillion dollars by doing nothing, by staring at their computer screen, well, you're going to get the wrong kind of people into your business, and that's going to cause a lot of problems for you. Alright, but that's the subject of another video. I've always been able to attract really good people that understand there's work involved, there's a learning, just like anything in life, but they want to learn how to get time freedom in their life, and they want to learn how to produce income from online, passive residual income versus going to the job just like I did. Okay, and I can attract the right kind of people to my business, and that's what's kept me going for 5 years now, is I've attracted the right kind of people, and they have duplicated and duplicated and duplicated and duplicated, and that really has allowed me to live a life of retirement very, very quickly. Okay, I can travel whenever I want and how much I want to, versus up above where we talked about 1-2 weeks out of the year at a job. Your entire business is done through a laptop or a smartphone. I can go wherever I wish at any moment and take as many vacations as I want whenever I want. This is the coolest part about, especially somebody like myself that likes to travel. I love hotels. I love going anywhere. I like just taking off in the middle of the night and just going wherever I want to. As long as I got my laptop, I can work on whatever I need to. I can produce videos like I'm doing right now. I can respond to emails. I can do whatever I want to. You can travel. You can do whatever you want to when you have a successful online business, and that, my friends, is absolutely priceless. I am my own boss, and you are your own boss. While this does need discipline and a strong work ethic, I answer to myself and dictate each day what I do to grow my business. Nobody ever tells me what to do or how to do it. Now, notice with certain people, this is sort of a hard kind of concept to because if you've been to a job or you've been to a job and people tell you what to do and you got to get this done, you kind of know what to do. But when people start being their own boss and they have to be disciplined at home to get things done, a lot of times it's a hard transition, and that's the subject of another video. If you guys want me to make a video about that, that would be a very interesting concept to talk about. But this is something that a lot of people have problems with. But if you want to be your own boss, there's no better industry to get involved with than online marketing. If you can be disciplined, if you can write things down each day you got to get done, there's nothing like online marketing for you. Okay? Now, in contrast to up above about being fired, you can never be fired from your online business. No one can ever fire you or for any reason. You would only fire yourself if you do not have the discipline or the mindset to create a life of your own versus working for someone else. Think about that for a minute. You can never be fired. The only way you could ever be fired is if you just give up and you quit on yourself or whatever. But nobody's ever going to come tell you, "Hey, we're sorry, we're downsizing, we don't need you anymore." This is your thing. It's up to you. You can never be fired. The sky's the limit. You can work hard and build this to whatever level that you can believe in your head that you can build it to. Nobody's holding you back. You're not working with miserable people. You can never be fired, and that's what's really, really great. And it's really exciting for some people. Some people are scared to death of doing something on their own because they've always had this mentality of working for someone else. But you can never be fired from your online business. Now, there is some cases where the online company that you are promoting, whatever, may go out or disappear, but you can never be fired from getting involved. There's so many products to sell. There's so many opportunities to be involved with. I mean, there's stuff like CPA where you get paid to generate leads. There's advertising you can put on websites that you can get paid from. I mean, there's all kinds of different kind of avenues on online marketing. You can never be fired from. It's always going to be here, and it's always going to be here for the people that want to work hard and make something out of themselves all day long. And that can never be taken away from you if you want to be an online entrepreneur like I've been able to do and a lot of other great leaders have been able to do. So, guys, I just want to kind of share that with you because I think a lot of people miss this. Okay, a lot of people don't get this, and if you do get it and it makes sense and a light bulb is clicking above your head, then I really, really invite you to really pursue this and start learning and start getting yourself out there and really doing big things and generating that passive residual income versus giving your life away to something else. That was the decision I made 5 years ago, and people are making that decision every single day. And based on their work ethic, they are really, really, really changing their lives in a big way. So, guys, I got my life back to normal after I finished the new system that I'm working on, and I'll be making a lot more videos like this that'll really kind of hopefully resonate and change your mindset about stuff. If there's anything that you want me to cover or talk about as somebody that's been doing this for 5 years very successfully, let me know, because I know a lot of this stuff is making an impact. People are telling me how much it's helping them. Let me know what you want me to talk about, and I'll be glad to. And guys, I'm as brutally honest as you ever. There's no hype with me whatsoever. I give it to you straight. So let me know what you want me to talk about, and I'm here to help you. If you're really ready to get involved with something, and I can teach you how to do the right things from the beginning, and actually set yourself up for long-term success versus what most 90% of what people do in the industry. Let me know. Email me in the links below. Get in contact, and I will personally get you rolling. Thanks a lot, guys.